And who's this, Glenn?
This is a dear friend of ours. This is Kevin at WDEB radio station. And we spent Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning with Kevin in the studio for live, about a 1 hour long broadcast. And Kevin's a really just incredible man. But he gets pretty excited, and he got pretty excited when he saw this big bone that Joe brought in there with him, didn't he?
Yeah, it was great. We got to deal with everything from dinosaurs to why would a good God allow bad things to flood fossils and polystrate trees and living fossils. It was a great program, which will be available as well to listen to on our websites soon as well.
And then after the 3 days each morning being on the broadcast with him, we thought we would take a little time to go exploring and look for something that John had told us about that he found many years ago. And that was these polystrate trees. And the problem was we didn't have real clear directions there. And it was way at the top of a mountain. We first went there and scouted it out and saw this trail and thought, well, my 4-wheel drive Jeep shouldn't make it to the top, but we probably ought to bring my 4-wheeler just in case. And
like a quad bike type of
thing. A quad bike, yes. And we made it up this first stretch of road that you see there, turned the corner, and decided we better park the Jeep. It's not going to make it all the way up. And we put all three of us, my wife and I and Joe, we had that thing weighted down, didn't we?
The back of the hill.
Yes, and we then we had about a 4-mile drive on trails that just got worse, much worse than that, steeper. And then they turned it really nice, and we made it to the back. But then from the point in the back where we parked the Jeep and couldn't go any further, all we had were notes. Just notes.
Just notes of working out where to go.
And the notes were interesting. They would just climb up this mountain, watch out for snakes, follow it along through these trenches, try not to get yourself killed.
Seriously, the instructions included the line, please try not to die.
Please try not to die. So we climbed up the mountain, just like they said. We found a trench that is from the coal mine industry, excavating out the coal, and leaves this big trough that's like a big giant canal full of briars, and they told us it was full of snakes. And fortunately, we found some animal trails. Unfortunately, those animal trails had bear scat on it and a lot of hog trails.
Yeah, and potential large cat prints as well.
Yes.
So we were a little, but it was good. We got there and we got some good results.
We did. We found along the way, it was a very hard hike. And by the time we got to the back, we were exhausted. But, sometimes God leads us down difficult trails, but along those trails, there can be real blessings. And along that, we found some interesting things. Right here, I'm pointing at a stump, and you can see the roots broken off of this fossilized tree stump that at one time would have been standing up, would have been the base of a polystrate tree. Then we got to the back, and by the time we got to the back, my wife and I, we couldn't go on. We were exhausted. We knew we had another 2.5 hour hike back down out of there. And we told Joe, you got 30 minutes to find the polystrate trees, and he did. My gosh.
And the Lord was good, because I was just about ready to give up, and we just come round the corner, and there they are, including great big chunks of things like this. You put us up to full screen there, Sam. This is a great big equisedum. These things sit upright in the cliffs there. This is an equisedum, which is one of those horsetail rushes. It's quite a large one. And today they're spindly little things, so they are still alive today. They're living fossils, but in the past they were much bigger. So you've not only got living fossils, you've also got devolution, and it's great examples of fast, rapid fossilization as well. So that's a really, really successful trip.
Successful trip, and we're planning on going back tomorrow with a couple of other younger people than me there to help, and we've got better equipment getting up there, and we found a better way to get to it, so we don't have to make that hard hike.
So yes, pray for us as we go on and do some more research over the next couple of days, and then I'm preaching again on Sunday, and we'll be all over the place.